Rachel K works in a retirement home that is said to be extremely haunted. Rachel says that she has seen shadow figures, heard voices in empty rooms, and even had objects thrown at her by something invisible. It's so frightening. Rachel and her co-workers often go around in groups to avoid having to be alone. While the whole building is believed to be haunted, the second floor is thought to be the biggest hotspot for the paranormal activity. One day, Rachel's manager told her a child had spilled some cat litter on the floor while visiting their grandmother. It was on the second floor, the same floor where all the paranormal activity has been occurring, and Rachel had to go up and clean up. Not wanting to go alone, she asked a few colleagues to go with her, and a CCTV camera in the hallway outside captured what happened.
Oh, that's disgusting. Or the vegan cheese.
Or the vegan cheese. That would be...
I'm not the only one that heard that.
Well, there was this one time when I was in this hallway and
Caught on a CCTV camera, what looks like a pair of footprints can be seen appearing on the floor. They appear out of nowhere, as if someone we can't see walked across the cat litter. This would be creepy enough, but the footprints appeared just seconds after strange noises and a loud bang were heard in the otherwise empty hallway. Rachel believes that it wasn't a coincidence that these unsettling things took place on the retirement home's second floor, which is said to be the most haunted part of the building. So, what do you think happened here? Did a ghost walk and leave footprints on the carpet? Comment with your thoughts. Just like in the previous clip, CCTV cameras sometimes capture what many believe to be evidence of the paranormal. A CCTV camera system in the Philippines was recording a busy market. Usually, it captures nothing more interesting than a bit of a petty theft. But one day, the security guards watching the CCTV cameras witnessed something horrifying. Everything else on the CCTV camera footage appears normal, but the guards' eyes are immediately drawn to a woman who can be seen walking around the market. There's something wrong about her. At first, they can't figure out if it's just a glitch or if something genuinely strange is taking place. This is the footage. The woman's head appears to glitch and distort, almost like a camera fault, except it's not happening to anyone else. Everything else about her seems completely normal. But the scary thing is, in the Philippines, there is a common superstition that if someone appears in a photo or video without a head, it means they are going to pass away very soon. And within seconds, the CCTV camera captures this. The woman sadly passed away. However, the guards kept replaying the footage over and over again convinced they had witnessed proof of something paranormal. According to them, the superstition that someone without a head in a video is about to pass away is true, and that's exactly what the CCTV camera captured that day. Lancaster Castle is regarded to be one of the most haunted places in England. It was built many hundreds of years ago and has seen countless tragic events occur within its walls. It was even involved in the infamous Pendleton witch trials. With such a dark history, it's easy to see how Lancaster Castle became known as a place that was haunted by countless ghosts. Around the castle, the staff have placed several cameras. They were installed for security reasons, but are said to have also captured some disturbing events of paranormal activity over the years. Back in late 2025, a camera monitoring the dark staircase down to the castle dungeon caught some of the most unsettling evidence yet. The security camera captured movement on the dark staircase. At first, it's unclear what it could be, but then it comes into view. Many viewers have said that it looks like the see-through figure of a person, and several believe that it could be the ghost of one of the witches put on trial at the castle. But what do you think this is? Is it a ghost? Kailulu lives in a quiet neighbourhood. Nothing much happens there, except for the mysterious noises that people hear every single night. Locals have tried to find the source of those noises for years, but no one has ever found anything. Until one night, Kailu and a couple of friends are walking under a nearby bridge when they discover something odd. It's what looks like a hole in the side of the bridge. They decide to take a look and soon discover that it's not just a hole, but the entrance to a long tunnel system. It appears abandoned and forgotten, but after exploring the tunnels for a few minutes, this happens. Something appears in front of Kailu and his friends in the tunnel. Whatever it is, it moves incredibly fast, and it chases the group out of the tunnel and back out onto the surface. Kailu can't help thinking that it could be linked to the mysterious noises people hear every night. Cryptids are said to appear in both urban environments and in remote, rural places. Living out in the country, Julie is used to hearing and seeing things that are hard to explain. When Julie bought her home in rural Vermont several years ago, she hoped it would be a quiet retreat. But very soon after moving in, she started hearing mysterious noises around her property. At first, she tried to convince herself that it was just the noises of animals in the forest surrounding her home. But one day, Julie was out collecting firewood when she saw something in the distance. Something that might explain where those noises were coming from. Her heart racing, Julie grabbed her phone and started recording.
Okay, no f***ing joke. I'm loading up wood, and I look up, and this is what I see. Wait for it. Why does it look like a goddamn Yeti? Anybody? Because it's real tall. I'm not down with it. Alright. I think it's time to go back inside now.
A dark figure can be seen among the trees in the distance. Julie is absolutely terrified, but she keeps recording as long as she dares. She then hurries inside and bolts the door. When she looks back outside a few minutes later, she can no longer see the figure. It's as if it just disappeared. Unable to explain what she saw, Julie posted the clip to her social media. Several viewers believe the figure looks like a cryptid, like Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. Some even say they see the figure's hand move in the footage, while others think the movement was caused by a tree branch. But what do you think? Was this a cryptid, or is there some other explanation? Cryptids aren't the only paranormal entities that are said to lurk in remote places. Ghosts, spirits, and demons are also believed to inhabit dark, isolated locations. A group of friends claim that they encountered a number of mysterious entities while out on a hike in the wilderness. The friends had set out early in the day, but lost their way and ended up walking in the dark. Fortunately, they had brought cameras and flashlights. While trying to find their way back to their car, the friends heard some strange noises. They didn't sound like any animal they had heard before, so they started recording, just in case something happened. And what they captured on camera has left viewers creeped out. Something white can be seen in the footage. Initially, it's totally still, but then as the friends approach, it seems to take off into the sky. Strangely, it leaves some kind of trail behind it, but that's far from the scariest thing the friends would catch on camera that night. Something appears to peek out at the friends before it quickly hides away, disappearing from view. Due to the darkness, they didn't notice anything at the time, but the friends can't help feeling like they're being watched. By this point, the friends are all creeped out, but they were about to capture their scariest piece of footage yet.
محمد به خدا یه چیزی دیدم. به خدا یه چیزی سرک کشید محمد پشت.
Yet again, something can be seen peeking out from behind a rock. This time, the friends notice it, and although it quickly hides away, it can be very clearly seen on camera. The friends believe it looks like some kind of demon, and some viewers think it could be a cryptid, but whatever the friends caught on camera that night remains a mystery. A group of friends were on their way to a pharmacy late at night when they captured something creepy on camera. It was dark, and they were driving along a stretch of road that locals say is haunted by the ghost of a woman in white. The woman is said to have passed away in a tragic accident, and her ghost haunts the road where the accident occurred. While they're driving, the friends suddenly spot something on the road up ahead. One of them starts recording and captures this.
Señor, ¿qué es eso? Lo que está allá.
Wait, ¿lo está moviendo?
Allá, lo que está allá moviéndose, en lo más oscuro. Pues, no es un palo.
No, yo lo veo forma. Yo también le veo como
Eso es lo que se
mujer,
está
güey.
moviendo allá.
Ay, que me cagué, güey. Estamos bien cerca, güey.
¿Eh? No sé. Y lo quería mojar por unas pastillas. Esa cosa que está ahí, mire.
Mira, no hay nada, entonces no era un tronco ni nada porque muchas personas van a decir eso. Si hay pasado para allá, ¿verdad? O nomás está aquí.
Pues sí, hay los detalles donde arriba.
Ah, ok.
Pero ahí donde está el bus está. Ay, no, ya. Oh, es que lo vi.
Bueno, allá me voy igual.
A ver, a ver.
something is caught on the road ahead of the car. The friends think it looks like a woman in a long white dress. Horrified, they wonder if the figure they see is the ghost of the woman who passed away. They watch the figure for several minutes before slowly driving towards the figure. However, when they get to the spot where the figure was, it's gone. They look around, but it's like the figure simply vanished into thin air. So the question remains, where did she or it go? Many paranormal enthusiasts spend their whole lives searching for evidence of ghosts and the supernatural, but some never find any proof. Meanwhile, some people capture evidence completely by accident. That's what an anonymous mother thinks happened to her son. She explains that her son was playing around with her phone one night. He opened the phone camera and started recording randomly. The mother had no idea anything was wrong until she was going through the footage her son had recorded. What she saw in one of the videos was enough to seriously scare her. What seems to be a mysterious face appears next to the woman's son. He apparently doesn't notice anything, but the camera very clearly captured something there. When the woman first saw the footage, she began wondering if her home might be haunted, and her son accidentally caught the ghost on camera. She uploaded the clip anonymously to the internet, explaining that she sometimes catches her son talking to himself when he's alone in his room. She thought he was just playing, but now she's not so sure. Part of her thinks the ghost she believes might be haunting her home has attached itself to her son. But what do you think? Lulu and her husband recently installed a Ring doorbell camera outside their front door. It was meant to record visitors to the house and package deliveries. However, like many doorbell cameras, it ended up capturing a lot more than that. According to Lulu, she and her husband had been hearing some spooky noises coming from outside all day. They had looked around the property carefully, but they didn't find anything that could explain the sounds. Until late that night, Lulu's husband heard something and ran outside to check what was happening. Meanwhile, the doorbell captured this. What looks like a see-through figure was captured by the doorbell camera. According to Lulu, it seems to walk past on the other side of the wall. Lulu's husband says he didn't see anything out there that day, which raises a question. Was the figure only visible on camera, but invisible to the naked eye? Many commenters think that the figure was some kind of paranormal entity, and several think it is likely that the figure was responsible for the spine-chilling noises Lulu and her husband heard. Back in June 2017, a group of friends inadvertently captured something frightening on camera. They were hanging out together one night when one of them started recording with his phone camera. At first, everything seemed fine. But then the mood shifted and this was caught on camera. Feeling uneasy, the group begin to search the house to locate the source of the noise. They check everywhere, going room to room, until they eventually find something. Something that looks unsettlingly like a figure wrapped in white fabric can be seen in a corner. As soon as the group see it, they get the hell out of there and the video abruptly ends. The one who recorded everything claims the figure was a Pocong, a ghost from Indonesian folklore. Pocongs are said to look like the bodies of people who passed away. They appear wrapped in white burial shrouds and are believed to chase the living. When the clip was shared to social media, several viewers agreed with the uploader that this mysterious figure could be a Pocong. However, many also accused the uploader of faking the video for views. But whatever the case, it's pretty creepy. Thanks again for watching. If you want to watch more scary videos, click any of these on your screen now.